tuned, because this is about to get hot. Hey folks, hope y'all are enjoying y'all day. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. I'm getting ready to do this song here that was requested by Reinhold, and the link still did not work, but I think this is the one you want me to do. It's Tim Minchin, Rock and Roll Nerd, and I think this is the one you want me to do because I figured that the last one I did with him doing Ginger was live, so I figured this is the one you want me to do. I think it was called, one by Tim Minchin was called Prejudice or something like that. So anyway, this is Rock and Roll Nerd by Tim Minchin, or Minchin.
He doesn't have a problem with drugs, he just doesn't get them. He's fine that his mates have tattoos, but he thinks they'll regret them. He likes going to pubs, but he hates it when the music's too loud. He tends not to go to rock concerts, cause he can't stand the crowds. But all he's ever wanted to be is a rock star on Rage or MTV. But he knows that it's not fucking likely. He just turned 30. He knows that he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep writing songs the world will never hear, and though they won't be heard, he'll just keep writing. Oh yeah, but you see the problem is he always dreamt of being a star, but he learned piano instead of guitar, which in the 90s didn't get you very far. So while the other kids were learning Stairway, he was the piano to their forte. But he was convinced one day he'd rock their fucking asses and be an icon for the disenfranchised masses, and grow his hair long and rebel against the state. But just for now that'd have to wait, cause he's running late for his morning classes, and he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep playing gigs that no one knows about, and though it sounds absurd, he'll just keep playing. Oh yeah, but you see the problem is there's not much depth in what he's singing. He's a victim of his upper middle class upbringing, so he can't write about the hood or bling bling. So he sits and imagines his girlfriend is dead, to try and evoke some angst in his middle class head. But the bitch is always fine at 9:30 when they go to bed, and he's not spent a single night in prison. He has no issues with nutrition. He has no drinking problem and no drug addiction, unless you count the drugs they put in chicken. And marijuana always tends to make him cough. He doesn't look good with his t-shirt off, and when he tries to act tough, you can tell he's tricking. Will go out late, popping pills and having fun. He goes home and showers and gets a good 8 hours. He gets his thrills from his morning run, and while his mates will go on dates, taking speed and drinking cans of Jim Beam, he stays home and cooks, curls up with a book with the girl he's had since he was 17. Cause he's never really been part of the scene. Give him Guns N' Roses, he'll take Queen. He's more into Beatles than the Stones. He's more of Stevie Wonder than Ramones. And he's never owned a panel van. He never shot a Pantera band. He doesn't know the difference between metal and thrash. He couldn't tell you nothing about Axl and Slash. He likes Ben Folds and the Jackson 5. He knows all the words to Staying Alive. And though he wants to be all grungy and cool, he spent 11 years at a private school. So it don't matter how he tries, he cannot hide behind his rock and roll lies. Cause you've either got it or you don't. Yeah, you'll either rock it or you won't. You've either got it or you don't. Rock it or you won't. You've either that his music lacks depth, but it just can't be helped. He has nothing interesting to say, so he writes about himself. But he doesn't want to seem self-obsessed, so he writes in third person. In an attempt to seem more rock and roll, but he suspects it's not working. And deep in his heart he knows that he'll never be Silverchair or Eskimo Joe. And even if he was quite pretty with small pants like Kylie, he knows that he will always be a rock and roll nerd. He'll keep writing songs the world don't care about. Though it sounds absurd, he'll just keep writing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can criticize him, but he won't care, 'cause he wants to rock, and he will never be deterred. But he'll always be a fucked up little try-hard wannabe rock and roll nerd. Rock and roll nerd.
Man, this dude is so off the charts. I like this so much. I like it so much because he seems like the type of person that they wouldn't accept him until like the mainstream type stuff. But he stuck with who he was. I probably said this in his last video. I don't know. I didn't watch it since. But he stuck to who he was, his personality and everything. Because you can tell that this dude's, his personality, his character is all in his songs. I mean, I know he wrote the songs, but I'm just saying. Like, nobody can present his songs like he could. Somebody could sing it, play it key for key. But you know how it is when somebody say something like, they love the way your food tastes. And they say, man, can you give me the recipe to that? You give them the recipe and they say, I did everything you told me to do, but it just didn't taste like yours. That's what it'd be like with him if somebody tries to come behind him and do his stuff. They can do it key for key, sing the melody just like he do it, even reenact what he did, but it's not going to come off because you can tell when he does it, like it's him. I mean, that's him. Like, no, I don't know nobody else that's doing what he's doing like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is, but not like to that extent. I mean, that is awesome. I love this. If somebody was, I'm pretty sure through this dude's young life, while he was growing up, the way that he expressed himself, somebody probably tried to put like a straight, try to shut it down. Nah, that's not what we're looking for. Nobody likes that. It's not going to make us any money. And, you're a little... I'm glad he stuck with it and doing it because this is awesome. I have not come across no other musicians that I know of or can remember that's doing what he's doing right here. So, man, that's another good pick right there, Ryan Ho. I appreciate that, man. Really, really, really do. I would ask you guys, where's your first time here? But some of y'all ain't never heard this. Don't even sit there like, oh, yeah, I listen to him all the time. Stop lying. No. Anyway, y'all know what to do. Let me know what y'all think of this. Let me know where you first heard it, even if it's here. Say I heard it on here, MRM. Let me know what you think. All right? Leave it in the comments below after this video. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.